Hi, this video is to walk you through how to create the assessment set into your accounting class. The example that we're going to go through is for Accounting 221. However, the process is the same for both 221 and 222. The question set is just different. The assessment needs to be attached to the exam that covers for 221, chapters 1 through 4, and for 222, chapters 22 through 25. And the example we'll use is a class that I taught for summer session. So in this particular class, I have a midterm and a final. So my midterm does cover chapters 1 through 4, so I'll attach my assessment to that. So right below where your exam is, click the X to add a page and go to Content Market. And then build Wiley assignments. And here you'll select choose questions. And you're looking for a question set. Now, to find the question set, you'll go to the institution library. And you'll just scroll down until you find it. So here's the assessment set for Accounting 221. And if you scroll down just a little farther, you'll see the assessment set for Accounting 222. So in this case, we're going to select Accounting 221 and send it to My Sets, and then go to My Sets to work with it. And you'll see that it has been moved over here. And you will copy and edit the set. And the first thing you'll want to do is change the name. And in the case of the class that I'm using as the example, the exam is a midterm. So I'll call this Accounting 221 Midterm Part B. And then select Next Step. And this will take you to the questions, which you won't change. So just select Next Step. And now you can see your policies. They've already been put in here, but what you'll need to do is just verify that they're accurate. So the first thing is there's a time limit of 45 minutes. And the students can only see their final score after the due date. They should not be able to see the question list. And you'll hold your answer results until after the due date. Students are allowed one attempt. And they should not receive any assistance. And we'll shuffle the order of the answer choices. However, we want the same values for all students and attempts so that they're all evaluated on the same criteria. And once you've verified that all of your settings are correct, you can select Next Step, and then Next Step again. And here there's an option to set a due date. The due date will be set in Blackboard, so you don't need to set it here. So just select Save, and then Save and Set with LMS. And now go back down to where your exam was. And you can see Part B has been incorporated. The next thing we need to do is run a report of the data. Obviously, we don't have any data in the Part B, so to demonstrate how to run the report, we'll use the data from the midterm. So you'll go up to your gradebook and select the grades link. And then over on the far right, there's an icon to download the gradebooks. Select that. And you're able to select just your assessment. However, as I mentioned, in this case, since we don't have any data, we will select the midterm. And then click download. And then that will download your file. And you'll receive an error message saying that it could be unsafe. We trust the source, so select yes. And that gives you your report. So at this point, we need to create a percentage tab. So what we can verify is on the report, we have our student names, we have our IDs, and we want the final percentage grades. I have my exam set to show me points, so I just will add a column and calculate the percentage. So I'll call my column percentage. And this particular exam is worth 150 points. So the formula is either plus or equals, and the actual score divided by 150. And then you can copy and paste this formula or just drag it down so that it calculates all of your rows. And then to format it in percentage, you just click the percentage button. And at this point, you'll want to verify that this has been saved in Excel and not the comma delimited format. So you can select File, Save As, and then change this to Excel Workbook. And I'll just call this Assessment Kangas for purposes of the demonstration. And then select Save. And now the file is ready to be sent, and this will be sent to the MC assessment unit.